Hi, I'm Laura. I am going to be showing you a series of exercises, and I want you to realize I can't see you doing those exercises. So if your joints hurt doing the exercises, I want you to stop. You'll have to go talk to your doctor. The exercises should feel hard, but if it feels too hard, I want you to maybe check in with your doctor and make sure these exercises are safe for you. And I'm going to be moving around a little bit. So if you feel off balance or if you need something to hang on to, do the exercises close to something you can hang on to for balance so that you can do them. They feel hard, but they're not so hard that you put yourself at risk. Now it's time to have some fun. We are going to go through and do a series of abdominal and leg strengthening exercises. And we're also going to work our brains a little bit because we're going to mix up those abdominal exercises on the last set. So the first thing we have to do is think to put on a corset and tighten our abdominal muscles. And that's going to stay tight for the whole time. And then we're going to spend 30 seconds doing one hand up and opposite knee. This one is called a seated dying bug. So while you do this exercise, I want you to keep your abdominals tight. I want you to keep breathing. We're going back and forth, and I started a 30-second timer. So we're doing this exercise for about 30 seconds. One hand, opposite knee. Remember, it's called seated dying bug. There's my timer. Second exercise, we are going to do elbow to opposite knee. Elbow to opposite knee. My abdominals are still tight. I am still breathing, but I'm bringing my knee up towards my elbow. You'll notice my elbow and my knee don't actually meet together. So if you're someone who likes completion, you could do hand to opposite knee. That's okay too. I do want you to make sure that you keep moving. Okay. Next 30 seconds, we're going to do hand to opposite ankle. So I'm lifting my leg a little bit higher. I'm doing hand to opposite ankle. This one is the hardest of those 3 abdominal exercises. It could also be that because this one is so hard, you want to go back and do elbow to opposite knee. That's okay. You can still do elbow to opposite knee instead of hand to opposite ankle. The last 30 seconds is going to be the fun part. We're going to do a couple more seconds of this, waiting for that timer. There it goes. Now we are going to put it all together. One, hand and opposite knee, elbow to opposite knee, then hand opposite ankle. Now we go backwards. Hand to opposite ankle, elbow to opposite knee, and seated dying bug. And then we're repeating that. Seated dying bug, elbow to opposite knee, hand to opposite ankle. Backwards one more time. Hand to opposite ankle, elbow to opposite knee, seated dying bug. And there's the timer. Now that we've done our first set of seated abdominals, we are going to do 10 sit to stands and 10 heel raises. So remember, if you need something to hang on to, grab something to hang on to. You can use your hands on the chair or your knees or cross your arms. You're going to lean forward and stand up tall. And then go all the way up on your toes. Slowly come back down and sit. We have 9 more to do. Forward and up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. Let's do it again. Forward up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. I hope that's number 3. And this is number 4. Here's 5. Forward up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. Let's keep going. Forward up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. Forward up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. I hope this is number 8. I'm not known for being able to count, but let's do 2 more. forward up, lift heels, heels down, and sit. Last one, forward up, lift heels, heels down. We are going to sit, and then we're going to tighten up our abdominal muscles. We are going to go right back into seated dying bug for 30 seconds. So abdominal muscles are now nice and tight. I am doing seated dying bug, 30 seconds. One hand, opposite knee lifts up, trying to keep those abdominals tight. And I'm not just keeping abdominals tight, I'm breathing, and I'm trying to coordinate my hand and my leg. It's actually kind of hard. Okay, now we do elbow to opposite knee for 30 seconds. Elbow to opposite knee for 30 seconds. Second set of 30 seconds of seated abdominal muscles. Let's keep going. There's some irony in that, right? This is our second set of seated abdominal muscles, and we are doing our second set of 30 seconds. Let's keep going. Elbow to opposite knee, elbow to opposite knee. I should also say that we have to switch. Hand to opposite ankle. Hand to opposite ankle. We're almost there. We only have a minute left in this set. If you need to be moving slower than I'm moving, that's okay. You can go slower. If you feel like I'm moving at a snail's pace, that's okay too. You can move faster. You get to make this entire exercise the right intensity for you so that it feels like you're working hard, but you're able to keep going. Okay, last 30 seconds. We're doing seated dying bug, one on each side. Elbow to opposite knee, one on each side. Hand to opposite ankle, and then backwards. Hand to opposite ankle, elbow to opposite knee. Seated dying bug. Again, seated dying bug. Elbow to opposite knee. Hand to opposite ankle. Backwards one more time. Hand to opposite ankle. Elbow to opposite knee. Seated dying bug. There's the timer. We're on to set number 2 of our sit to stands. So on this set, we're going to do 5 sit to stands all in a row. 5 heel raises all in a row. And repeat that twice. So let's go. Lean forward. Stand up tall. Whoop! We get to lean forward and sit. Let's do it again. Forward. Up tall. Forward sit. Again. Forward. Up tall. Forward sit. Again. We have 2 more. Remember, on this one, that's number 5. Now I'm doing 5 sit to stands. 5 heel raises. This is 3, 2 more, 4, 1 more time, 5. I am sitting back down again, so let's go. Lean forward, stand up tall. Whoop! We get to lean forward and sit. Let's do it again. Forward, up tall, forward sit. Again, forward, up tall, forward sit. Again, we have 2 more. Remember, on this one, that's number 5. Now I'm doing 5 sit to stands. 5 heel raises. This is 3, 2 more, 4, 1 more time, 5. I am sitting back down again. And you know what? We're on to set number 3 of seated abdominals. So here I go, getting my timer started. And we're right back to seated dying bug. Seated dying bug. We are going back into this exercise. I think the good news is this is the last time we're doing this exercise today. So we can work really hard on this last set, right? Because you don't have to do this exercise again until you decide to do the video again. Unless you're super strong, then you get to do it again right after this. Okay, elbow to opposite knee, elbow to opposite knee. Elbow to opposite knee, second like set of abdominal exercises, but our third block of them. We should be feeling tired. Abdominals should be feeling tired. We should be thinking, is this ever going to end? Which is perfect. Elbow to opposite knee. Keep going back and forth. Oh, look at that. There's the timer. Hand to opposite ankle. Hand to opposite ankle. Got my timer restarted. Abdominals are nice and tight. Lift up that leg. Keep going. Oh, and you're still breathing. That's also important. You're still breathing. Hand to opposite ankle. Hand to opposite ankle. We are almost there, but we have to keep going. Hand to opposite ankle. Hand to opposite ankle. There's the timer. Okay. Now we get to do 1, seated dying bug. 1, elbow to opposite knee. 1, hand to opposite ankle. Now backwards. Hand to opposite ankle. Elbow to opposite knee. Seated dying bug. One more time, starting with seated dying bug. Elbow to opposite knee. Hand to opposite ankle. And hand to opposite ankle. Elbow to opposite knee. Seated dying bug. Okay, there's my timer. I can stop it because we're not going to time our sit to stands. We have one more set of sit to stands. We are going to do 10 sit to stands all in a row. And then we are going to do 10 heel raises all in a row. You can use your hands, hands on thighs, arms crossed, right? Forward up, oh, forward down. Let's do it again. Forward up, forward down. There's 2. Forward up, forward down. That would be 3. Forward up, forward down. There's 4. Forward up, forward down. That's 5. And 6. We're almost there. 7. Nice. 8. 2 more. 9. 1 more time on 10. We stay standing because we have to do 10 heel raises. So we're lifting heels, coming back down. Lifting heels, coming back down. I do think, ideally, it's good to have something to hold on to for balance for this exercise. This is 5, though. And 6. 7. 8. Let's do 2 more. 9. 1 more time. That is 10. We get to sit back down, and as a little bit of a cool down, we're going to put our hands together in front of our chest. We are going to breathe in and reach our arms up. Breathe out. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms down. Last one. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms down. And you are finished with the seated abdominal and leg strengthening exercise set.